So this is Pokemon, the trading card game.
Yeah.
Let it run its intro one more
Is this the
time.
first one they ever released as a digital game, or the one like even earlier,
If I
like Game
remember
Boy?
correctly, when they were getting ready to run this game, or well, run the card game, they
Mm.
released the cards. They released the VHS tape that taught you how to play the cards.
VHS tape.
Yeah, I know, right? They released this game because it was the in between, but from Pokemon Yellow, which just came out, and Gold and Silver, which came out like a year or two later. And then they had a weird little, because computers were just starting to get big and everywhere, home computers.
Mm.
They had that weird PC disc you could buy or get out of a cereal box or something. I don't remember.
Disc even.
But unlike the Yu-Gi-Oh games, this actually teaches you how to play the card game.
Ah, yeah.
I
Do
instinctively
you
just
mean
use
in
that.
Yu-Gi-Oh that the tutorial where it teaches you how to play a monster and/or set a trap and spell card isn't enough?
Oh, don't you worry. We're gonna look at Dark Duel Stories next. It doesn't even give you that.
Oh, oh, good. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh's rules have extended beyond my understanding, as in today's world even. So I guess I can expect a first generation game to explain anything at all.
We're gonna be Biff today.
I think the Yu-Gi-Oh tutorial would be like hours long. If I
So,
had one, I mean.
on top of Pokemon getting a weird little CD, Yu-Gi-Oh got one too, and I think it's like a 30-minute
Mm.
run through of the tutorial, and then it lets you do like a free duel with the
Mm.
computers.
But this is on the VHS back in the day.
That one I think had was on the PC as well. They had like a little
Mm.
plug-in install game that was like maybe 5 MB, but it was on the whole disc.
Yeah.
But the trading card game for Pokemon, this works on a weird dual level. So it works with Yu-Gi-Oh rules where trading card games and collecting cards are life,
Mm.
but it also works on
The world
Pokemon
is
rules.
consumed by Pokemon cards.
Yeah, and it also works on Pokemon rules where I'm just wandering around this island playing different clubs, which are
That's a
gyms.
10-year-old.
Yeah, 10-year-old.
Yeah.
So it's I'm playing different
Pokemon
clubs.
card researcher.
Yeah, you can just make money
What?
being a researcher of trading cards for some reason.
How did that? I mean, like researchers like insinuates there's a study, and not like necessarily strategies or anything like that, but like the history of Pokemon cards.
Uh-huh.
It's
Like I
I
said,
mean, it's a lot more Yu-Gi-Oh
it,
back in the time, I guess. Yeah.
it's a weird hybrid of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh logic. Cards are life.
It's, yeah.
Hello, Biff. Oh, let's give it a try. So he's gonna teach us the basics of playing.
Remember when the first man on the moon also brought his Pikachu card,
Yeah,
and then they had the Pokemon duel on the game on the moon.
it was amazing. Actually, it was revolutionary for its time.
Yeah.
So first the basics, and this is gonna literally teach us.
Remember when the first automobile card came out? That was revolutionary too.
So we can go through text on how to do all of this. I know how to do all of this, so if we say nothing to
Yeah.
ask, he'll make us do a tutorial duel. Is that all? Yes.
Okay.
They say that actions speak louder than words, so let's play a game. Since this is the first time, just try and learn the basics.
Remember when we got the printing press and our
Coaching.
first thing was a Pikachu card we printed?
It would be fucking Pikachu
And
as
we
well.
spread out knowledge.
Might be,
What was the first card? I mean, I say Pikachu, but I mean, what would be the first card? Early
I
days.
think, well, because this game actually only has the first 3 official card packs. I don't remember what they were called,
Oh.
but every card in here is an official card you can find, plus I think a couple game exclusive ones.
Okay.
So I have a practice deck. Since this is just practice, do not shuffle the deck. Each player will draw 7 cards.
Oh, because you're gonna get guaranteed cards for this fight.
Yeah,
Okay.
I drew my 7 cards, and so I gotta pick a starting Pokemon, or an active one. This is the one that fights, you can only have one.
Oh man.
You can choose either Goldeen or Staryu. For our practice duel, choose Goldeen. You may choose up to 5 basics. So, in a very similar manner of a Pokemon battle, you have up to 5 that you can swap out to or use as a replacement. And victory is based off of what they call prize cards. and full duel will have 6 prize cards. So if you lose 6 Pokemon like an actual Pokemon battle, you lose the game. When you have
Okay.
Pokemon,
But you can have more than 6 Pokemon in your deck.
you can have much more. Full decks are 60.
Okay. Okay.
So I don't have any other.
So you probably want more than 6.
But the problem with that is balancing out your Pokemon with your energy cards.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I figure how much energy you use. I'd say it probably takes the majority of your deck. At the same time, though, I'd say probably not.
From what I've noticed, half of decks are usually pretty good if you have half energy cards and the half rest being Pokemon and trainer cards. Just because there's multiple ways you can get energy cards.
You draw
back.
1 per turn?
You draw 1 card per turn. You have a couple actions you can do, but you only can do so many actions once. So like,
okay,
it's gonna make me place an energy card. You can only place 1 energy card per turn. So attach it to Goldeen.
So you attach it to the monster. I thought you were thinking like that you accumulate energy cards, so you always have like 2, and then you eventually have 3 or something like that. But
you attach it to them, and then you have a similar format to that. So I'm gonna attach this to Goldeen, and then unless otherwise stated, it is always stuck to that Goldeen until it faints.
Okay, so they always have 1 energy of water.
Yes.
Alright.
And
then even if it attacks, it doesn't use its energy.
No, it just has 1 required. So I'll check my field. In play, Goldeen. It needs specifically 1 water energy card for Horn Attack.
To do its basic attack. That's it. It's only attack at that.
I don't need to put anything else on it unless that card gets defeated or the energy card gets removed. She can attack forever.
Okay.
But it also has to go with that. You see where it says retreat costs nothing? Oh, it's blank.
Where is that?
Oh, the bottom left. Bottom left.
Okay.
There's retreat cost, weakness, and resistance. Retreat cost is nothing, so I can swap it out for nothing anytime, once per turn.
Okay.
Or there's some Pokemon that'll say, oh, the retreat cost is 1 water energy card. So you have to remove the water energy card it has to swap it out.
Alright, so retreat is return to the
bench and swap with a different Pokemon on your bench.
Oh, so it swaps out.
And then
is your bench something you slowly place that from your deck, right?
Yes. It's your reserve.
Okay. Alright.
10 damage, and once you attack, that immediately ends your turn.
Oh, so 1 Pokemon
1 attack per turn. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to plan your turns out beforehand. And like this, that Machop has 1 fighting energy on it, low kick for 20.
Okay.
Some Pokemon are just objectively better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's just the nature. That's how nature works.
Yeah, it's true for the games, of course.
I drew an energy card.
You're the same.
Goldeen's
I love my Pokemon. I would love that they were better, but can only do so much.
That's actually where
love you, Suckle.
I like the trading card game a little better, because in the mainline games, evolutions are what give you power. But because they had to balance that for the card game, if it doesn't have an evolution, it's typically a lot stronger. It's just a little harder to build up.
Yeah. I mean, you can do that for the game to some extent, but I guess depending on how the card game does it too, it might be different.
Now let's attack your opponent with Sea King's Waterfall. Now let's play the game. So, I'm going to check my play area.
So, for evolutions, does it matter that you have to have the pre-evolution?
You have to have the pre-evolution. You do 1 at a time, or 1 per turn. Pokemon Power. That's not what I want. So, this is what it's going to teach me how to do that. So, I have Sea King here. If I check him, he has Horn Attack, same as Goldeen, only requires 1 water energy.
But also Waterfall.
And then Waterfall, which requires 1 water energy and Star. It doesn't carry over well in this game, but it's the white colorless energy, meaning it could be anyone. It doesn't have to specifically be a type.
So you could put 2 waters.
So I could put 2 waters. The tutorial wants me to put a Psychic on it, but it can be any kind.
Okay.
So normal type Pokemon are kind of strong in that regard, as you can just throw them anywhere in the deck and they'll still function.
Okay. Pretty cool then.
So evolve, you keep your damage counters.
It gives a lot more use for normal typing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you keep your damage counters when you evolve,
Okay.
but you do
And it
get the
keeps
extra
the-
health.
It keeps the default energy that Goldeen had originally as
Yes. So that's where building up your bench becomes vital. So in some cases, you can throw a Pokemon out that you have no intention of keeping alive, and then build your bench
Yeah.
up instead.
Just because it has the typings you would want, or the proper water or energy typings you would use normally.
Yeah. And then we'll
Okay.
do Waterfall. Base 30 damage.
So evolution passes down, but retreating would not, right? They would retain the energy if they retreated, but
It
it would not
depends.
pass on.
It depends if they have a retreat cost.
Okay.
So for Seaking, he has a retreat cost. It's colorless, but that means I have to get rid of
Same
one
thing.
of his energy cards.
Okay. But then he would retain the rest of the energy
He
without
would,
losing the rest.
he would retain the rest of what I don't give up.
Okay.
Seaking's got enough energy, so you don't need to attach anymore. Attach energy cards to your benched Pokemon to get them ready for battle.
Okay.
Attach a water
So you
energy
also
card to your bench.
directly attach the benches. Okay.
So that's where Pokemon, I'll use it for an example, Scyther. Scyther is a really good card. I think it requires 2 grass to attack, but its
So
attack
it'd be
does
slow to build.
but its attack does base 60.
Yeah. It sounds like a lot, I assume. In this game.
2, no. There are some Pokemon that require 3.
Oh no, 60 I mean.
Oh,
damage.
60, yeah. Because that Machop right there has 50.
That's 5, and given you already have what's that, 70? With your evolutioned.
So they just put
Pokemon
zeros on
anyway,
everything,
so.
but it's effectively just 1.
I mean, yeah, what it is. My assumption is so they can back down if they ever want to later in the future.
Yeah. So 10 damage.
And have a weird half thing.
Boom. Dead. I draw a prize card. I got energy. A water energy.
Probably also just easier. I don't know.
Evolved into Eradicate. Attach lightning energy. You can use Bite. 20 damage. And the energy that you attack to a Pokemon has nothing to do with its typing.
Yeah, it could be anything.
It can
You
be-
just slap it on anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When all your Pokemon are knocked out and there are no Pokemon on your bench, you lose the game. Put Drowsy, the basic Pokemon you drew, on your bench. Attach water energy card to Drowsy to get it ready to
Oh,
attack.
okay. So is your bench 6?
Active Seaking.
Right?
It's 5 plus your active.
Okay. But once you place it in your bench, you can't place any more in that slot, basically.
Yes. So I just placed him on my bench.
Is it?
So I now have
So
2.
once they're in your bench, they're permanently in your bench.
Yes, unless otherwise stated. There are some...
Okay.
I don't remember if there's some in this game, but in the second one that never came to the States, there are. And there's some cards in the actual game where they can target your bench Pokemon. And that makes it a little difficult to defend against.
Has Pokemon added any additional rules beyond the card effects themselves?
Some Pokemon have abilities that they've added. I don't remember if they have
Right, but not like
the one.
The game itself has not changed rules.
They've added GX monsters.
Okay.
I don't understand how those work, but from what I hear, they have changed the meta in a way that some of the older fans do not like.
It's a real same. But I know nothing of it, so I don't care.
That's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
So now that Seaking has
Very
been
classic.
knocked
It
out-
doesn't affect me, so I shall continue living on in ignorance.
Oh, I did
As
that
the
too
good
fast.
human I am.
Because they don't. It's not like how Yu-Gi-Oh has drastically changed with its Exceeds and Links and Pendulums and stuff. It's just that GX Pokemon have significantly more damage output, significantly more health. Usually have a really good ability. But they also have some massive build up too to attack.
Yeah. So they're probably like the mega versions of what the game would be that's not the card games.
Some Pokemon, some of the GX are actual Megas, yeah. Do I not have the Starmie you mentioned?
You're one selective powerful Pokemon that isn't just powerful normally.
Yeah.
But, you know, slapped with some drugs and whatnot.
So he okay, so he can only... Okay, we're not gonna worry about that. This is practice mode, so please follow my guidance. Do it again. Do you need to practice?
Are ailments, like paralysis thing, poison?
Yes, they are. Staryu evolved into Starmie. Let's get Staryu ready to use Starmie's attack command when it evolves to Starmie. Choose the water energy card from your hand and attach it to Staryu. Attack your opponent with Staryu Slap. I missed that part. So it wants me to do that and hit slap. So I'm guaranteed to draw the Starmie next match, or next turn. Draws one card. Put on the bench. And there are some cases in this game where you'll fight the computers.
Yeah.
And they'll only have the one active Pokemon, and if you kill it fast enough, you can beat the duel in one round.
Okay, so that's another thing I was kind of interested in. You have to have an active Pokemon, is my assumption.
You have to have an active Pokemon, and you have to have a benched one to take its place. Otherwise, you immediately lose.
Okay.
So.
And if you don't draw a Pokemon in the first turn,
you discard all 7 cards of. You discard your whole hand and then draw 2 more, or draw 7 more.
Oh, I thought it would have been like a reshuffle, but it was just a full-on discard, huh?
Full-on discard.
Oh boy.
Wait, I just healed up. What the fuck do you want from me? Attach a water. Another one?
Again.
Oh, another one. Okay, I guess start. Fucking fuck off. So do that.
Do it again.
And then potion heals for 20.
Oh, so you can also use a different item on top of that. Huh?
Yeah.
You can energy and item. Well, I guess not item, but extra card, I guess.
So there's energy cards. These are called trainer cards. And then there's Pokemon cards. Those are 3 different types in the game.
Okay.
Trainer cards, I believe you can use multiple times in a turn, based on conditions.
Oh. No limit?
I don't think so.
No, in-game limit, I should say.
I'll test that out later when we have our proper deck. But energy cards can only be placed once, and evolutions can only be done once. But if you have like 7 Pokemon in your hand, you can place all, well, not all 7 because there's no room, but you can put 1 in the active and then 5 in the bench on one turn. There's Starmie. Now you have finally drawn a Starmie. Choose Starmie from your hand and use it to evolve. You've already attached enough energy to use Star Freeze. Attack your opponent with Star Freeze. Now let's play the game. So we evolve. And you see how it says Starmie level 28?
Yeah, that important at all.
Levels, from what I've noticed and come to understand, don't really mean anything outside of the fact that there's different variants of cards. So there's like Starmie level 28, but then there might be a Starmie level 32. And they're 2 separate cards with 2 separate set of attacks.
Oh, okay. Is it like just a general power gauge of sorts?
I think it's just a way to determine what moves they have.
Okay. Just another thing they can add onto a card to change it.
Yeah. Because there's like 50 different Pikachus, and outside of the art being different, what is it? Pikachu level 15? Is it Pikachu level 25? Okay, if it's level 25, what moves can it naturally learn then? And then that gives it a chance of having...
Right, does it have a hat?
Yeah.
Does it have a different color? Does it have a different tail?
And the levels all... They don't mean anything in the grand scheme of things of the game. It just helps with variance.
It's for them. It's not for the player. It's a creator thing.
And a collector's thing.
Probably.
Let's play the game. I don't think I need to do anything. I'm just gonna Star Freeze his ass. Paralysis check. If heads, opponent is paralyzed. And there's a lot of moves that are like that.
Oh, wow.
So you flip a coin.
Now, I'll be honest, though. 50-50 is pretty good. Sounds like a lot more possible chances for some additional effects.
And then what they'll do afterwards is, okay, so he's paralyzed. His turn will come. He can't attack, and then he'll have to flip a coin. Heads, he's not paralyzed anymore. Tails, he's still paralyzed and has to do it again.
Okay, so it's not a per attack. It's if you cured. Oh man, paralysis sucks then.
Poison does the same thing. There's a bunch of stuff that's Oh,
But you can still attack with poison,
you
right?
can still attack with poison, yeah, but it'll hit you at the end of the
Yeah.
match, and then I think you get a coin check to cure yourself.
That's not terrible. Paralysis sounds like it would suck a lot more.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff that can fuck the player over because a lot of it's coin flips.
Yeah.
Practice again.
No dice, right?
No dice. It's all coins.
Yeah.
Even the moves that are
boy.
that are modifiers, it'll say flip 3 coins and do 10 damage times each heads.
All right, I guess.
Yeah, it's all coins.
Suppose it keeps it simpler.
Choosing normal duel. And then he's gonna give me my deck. Did you bring your cards? Handed his cards to Dr. Mason. Let me add some of my own cards to yours. Now, Biff, what kind of deck do you want? So, we get Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander, and friends. So they slap some Pokemon into the same typing. So like ground fighting and rock Pokemon are all fighting. Grass, poison, and something else are all grass types, and then like water, ice, and stuff. So
I think I did hear about that. That they only have actually so many. But they all have different typings, but the energy they use is very small pools.
Yeah, small pool. Some of them still have the same
like
weaknesses.
Fairy typing is an existent thing, I think, but it doesn't have the fairy energy.
I think
in modern day.
In modern, they added steel, so steel energy is a thing. But like, this one only I think has 6 total. I think, like electric fighting, poison, grass, fire, water.
Back then. Only,
psychic.
I mean, they've only added so many typings, right? Steel, fairy, and that's it, I think, right? Ice was a thing always, right?
I'm gonna be honest, I want a Bulbasaur.